All right, Shalom. We're going to start by saying, call Allah, Yahawah, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, Kakadash. Double honor to the Apostle of Israel, aka the Apostle of Great Millstone, and peace and love to all the Akim. Continue to preach the truth and all truth and sincerity. All right, real quick. So, I think I was just chilling. I don't think a brother posted. I think I just seen this on a regular Google search engine, and I guess based off of my current searches, certain things pop up. So this thing from the biometricupdate.com, which I did videos using this platform before. So they use, basically this kind of technology, news, and so on and so forth. I'm getting right into the article because this basically is showing how this devil knows if he had but a short time. So this devil is getting his digital ID, and digital currency and digital everything up and running as soon as possible and as quick as he can. All right. So it says a mandatory digital ID for banking policy goes into effect in Ethiopia. Now, before I read the article, I have a side screen where it says, okay, this is the one I'm reading now. And it says, it says Sri Lanka advised to build necessary safeguards. A digital ID project begins this month. Nigeria wants to add iris biometrics to digital ID for more inclusion. Internal government coordination can help meet birth registration target in Asia. Southeast Asia's biggest economy highlights India as DPI leader. Well, I don't know what that is. It says Pakistan digital identity governance changes to bridge gaps, eliminate overlaps. So you got the world basically getting more in line in the digital way of life. And they're starting with what? Digital identification, digital ID. Which is going to lead to what? You got digital wallet already, digital currency, digital all that. So that this Esau's kingdom, this is going to be the plateau of his kingdom, but it's also the downfall of his kingdom too, because this is ultimately leading to the mark of the beast, the micro C hit. Because if you got Ripple, and all this XRP talking about an implantable micro C hit, they're all getting aligned to bring out what? The beast system and ultimately the mark of the beast, which is Revelation 13th chapter, and the judgment is the Revelation 14th chapter. All right, so I'm just reading the article. So it says an Ethiopian government policy requiring the mandatory use of the national digital ID, otherwise known as FADA, for banking transactions such as the opening of a bank account has gone into effect in the capital Addis Ababa. According to authorities, the policy will be implemented in a phased manner between now and December 31st, 2026, so the end of next year, which will be here probably before you know it. And it says, in order to allow citizens who have not acquired the FADA ID the opportunity to do so. The FADA now has over 11 million registrations, so they already have people doing it. It's already in play, but they're giving people till the end of next year to get basically with the program. And look, just like that, the whole world is getting more digital. And this is why it's called central bank and digital currency. I'm pretty sure Ethiopia has a central bank. So they in tune, they inclined to get with what all the elites want to do, because I'm pretty sure the elites have a puppet master or puppet leader in Ethiopia. But anyway, all in all, it's prophecy. It's prophecy. This is supposed to happen. That's why the Lord said what he calls of all. So he's getting everybody, he has to get everybody on board. All right? Obviously, the people that's not going to be aboard is the elect. But even the people that's not part of that, you're going to have some people that's not going to want to be down with this shit. All right? So I'm going to read that again. So it says, according to authorities, the policy will be implemented in a phased manner between now and December 31st, 2026, in order to allow citizens who have not acquired the FADA ID the opportunity to do so. The FADA now has over 11 million registrations. Now, this thing is going to spread throughout the earth, man. All this digital ID, it's going to come to America. You know, you already have the thing with, I guess it's like digital ID, but in Illinois, they have a digital driver's license. You know, the ID, in America, your driver's license usually is your ID. All right? So continuing on the article, it says, since January 1st, the measure has been effective in the capital market, Ethiopia reports. The policy will be extended to bank branches in other major cities of the country from July 1st, while a nationwide implementation is scheduled for January 1st, 2026. all bank account holders are required to link their accounts with their FADA ID by December 31st, 2026. So they're basically saying, we're giving you plenty of time. We're giving you to the end of next year. But as the way time is flying out, be here before you know it. These 4 years from 2020 to 2024 flew by. And 2025 is probably going to fly by too, Lord willing. Shit. The Lord said he's shortening the days. It says the government says the policy is part of efforts to incorporate the digital ID into all aspects of nation life. See? Digital says the government says the policy is part of efforts to incorporate the digital ID into all aspects of nation life, thereby making access to important services easier. Specifically, the move aims to improve financial inclusion, enable banks to better verify their customers so as to reduce banking fraud, and to ensure data security and make transactions more secure. See what? Hit you with the safety approach. Oh, it's going to be more safe. Reduce fraud, reduce theft, reduce any kind of thing to make people like, all right, well, it would seem logical to get this. All right. It says, and that's how they're gonna sell. And that's how they're gonna sell the MOTB. You won't lose your wallet. You won't lose your ID. You won't lose your records. You ain't gonna, you ain't gotta worry about no paperwork. All right. But ultimately, it's all prophecy. And this devil don't care about your frauds and all that. These devils make money off their fraud too. They're just trying to be able to control everybody. That's why they want to micro-sieve everybody, so they can know what everybody's doing. All right, and since their kingdom is their money, why not? You're gonna start with the banks, digital ID for the banking, ripples for the cryptocurrency. Everything is revolved around the money. The Lord said, "For the love of money is the root of all evil." All right. I'm gonna finish this article and get a couple scriptures. It says, per the Ethiopia ID Authority, the new policy not only brings the country in tandem with international best practices in the banking sector, it also sets the template for innovation and the creation of robust financial ecosystem, which is vital for the nation's economic growth. The move to make FADA mandatory for banking corp operations was first announced last year, and it is a joint endeavor of the National Bank of Ethiopia, the country's central bank, and the National ID Program, NIDP. It says what? It says the National Bank of Ethiopia, the country's central bank. Esau's hands in this, man. They say he calls of all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, all these countries. And start with the Africans, start with the Asians, and then it's gonna come to the Americans. That's what this is all about. All wars are bankers' wars. The bankers want to micro-sieve everybody. They don't give a fuck about you losing your wallet. They don't give a fuck about you being defrauded out of your finances. They just want to be able to track everything you're doing. They want to be able to see everything you're doing. The bitch said, from the World Economic whatever, the bitch said we'll be able to basically observe every single transaction. And being that it says what? The country's central bank, now that's hook, line, and sinker. We don't know who it is. It says the FADA ID is considered an important component of Ethiopia's digital transformation drive. It is also vital in advancing the nation's 5-year digital government strategy, which, okay, so yeah, because it said from 2025 to 2030. It says, which has got support from various quarters, including a DT Global and International Development Consultancy through a European Union funded project. EU, that's the EU. So this is Esau's brainchild. This is Esau controlling Ethiopia. That means that Ethiopia is in Esau's pocket. Now, I gotta get that scripture real quick. Hold up. And since Esau, and that's what he's doing. See, he's not gonna come out and just say, "Oh, yeah, everybody gotta get this." No, it said he causeth. So he's gonna cause the actual financial system and the banking system to be, to basically usher in his seed. Everybody want to have to be able to buy and sell, right? You got Elon Musk talking about the universal basic income. That's gonna be a digital. That's gonna be a digital income, because everything's gonna be off of digital currency, man. Cryptocurrency, digital currency, whatever. what they're going to do is, yo, they're going to have it to where like, look, let's say the universal basic income. It's going to be like, if you get this, you're going to be getting. They're going to try it out. They're going to have pilots. They're going to have pilot program. They're going to test it out, and then they're going to be like, yo, now it's mandatory. Once they see that it works fair enough, it's going to be mandatory. Oops. So we're going to real quick I'm going to go back to the article, but I'm going to bring the scripture real quick. Go back, we're going to go to the book of Revelation, chapter 13, verse 16, and it reads, and he calls of all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. You got Ripple talking about, hey, look, you got to implement it, implantable micro chip. Ripple just got adopted by Japan's banks. See how it's all about the banking system? Their kingdom is their banks. They run the banks. That's why they're called what? The international bankers. Central banking families. The EU, the World Economic Forum. They want to control the finances. What the dude say, Rockefeller? I care not who makes the law, just give me control of the money. Give them the control of the money. You control the people that do the laws. Case in point, look at the law they're about to in place in Ethiopia. A mandatory digital ID. And it's going to circulate, and it's going to be all aspects of life. And it's going to be what? The Michael Seed. And you know them heathens going to get it? And it says, verse 17 of Revelation chapter 13, and it says, and that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. You see that? You see that? All the nations. It's going to trickle down throughout the whole earth. Central banking families. That's why they take control of the banks. They control the banks, so they control these countries. They control the leaders. They control the politicians. Because why? They control the money. That's how Esau got control in this age with the fucking the Edomites that's in power now. They got control of the banks. All them Amalekites. That's why they own everything. That's how they own everything. They were the ones that funded slavery. I'm gonna go back to the article. So yeah, I'm gonna read that again. So it says, it is also vital in advancing the nation's 5-year digital government strategy. See, that's a short time. 5 years. But it's just 5 years just now from the C19 to now. It was 5 years. So that flew by like it's not. Everybody talking about like, damn, 2020, 2021, 2022, 2023, 2024 all flew by. And 2025, Lord willing, it flies by even faster. I ain't trying to see 2030, but you know, as long as we here, we hope they all these years fly by. So yeah, it says it is also vital in advancing the nation's 5-year digital government strategy, which has got support from various quarters, including DT Global, an international development consultancy, through a European Union funded project. European Union, the EU. It says, according to an announcement, the support from DT Global includes the building of a data exchange infrastructure dubbed Ethio Connect, whose technical design has been presented with many technical standard documents in the process of being drafted ahead of a planned pilot. The Ethiopia digital government strategy covers the period 2025 to 2030. DT Global is also said to be helping and mobilizing financial resources for the implementation, see that word, implementation, of the digital government strategy, estimated at whatever 100 million. I don't know how to say that currency sign, but it says in US dollars is $103 million. It says the strategy hopes to build on previous initiatives which the government has developed technology to facilitate access to digital services for Ethiopians. This will be done, among other things, by introducing an agile and well-coordinated government, improving access to connectivity, strengthening the national cybersecurity architecture, enhancing digital skills, improving the deployment of more digital services, and supporting local innovation. There you go. There goes Esau Digital Utopia. And they always start a lot of pilots and tests in Africa, man. Africa and Asia. They make the best guinea pigs over there in Asia and Africa, man. Because they dirt poor. And they got them puppet leaders set up. See, you see, I said the central banking of the country. So that means that Esau's paws is in Ethiopia. And that's how he's going to bring in Revelation, the 13th chapter, the 16th verse, when he calls them all. Making the whole financial system digital now. That's how he's going to bring in the MOTB. That's it. Because if it's talking about and no man shall buy or sell, that's his whole bread and butter is the banks, the financial system, debt. Elon Musk talking about universal basic income, no more jobs, robots, AI be able to do everything. Donald Trump talking about a $20 billion investment in AI centers, whatever it's called, whatever centers he said. And on top of that, you still got the war going on. That's how we know we at the end, man. And that's the end of the article. And soon enough, like the scriptures say, he will cause them all, both small and great, rich and poor, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their forehead. And that's how he's gradually bringing this on with this. All the digital banking, digital ID, digital driver's licenses, CBDC, FedNow. All this is leading toward the mark, the MOTB, the Charagma, Ripple, the implantable micro C-hip. Japan just adopted Ripple, CRX, whatever it's called, cryptocurrency. Shutting down all these businesses. Global reset. Where it's all unfolding in front of our very eyes. They talking about 80% of the workforce being eliminated, just like that, because of AI and all this robots and shit. That's all. This is all prophecy. This is how the Lord's gonna have him destroy himself. Because you still got you had North Korea just test an ICBM, or not an ICBM, but they tested some kind of ballistic missile. You got all this stuff is happening. It's all the Lord is unfolding right in front of your very eyes. The same way he did this jab, the same thing he gonna do with this. But with the ID, you need your ID. See, he can mandatory that quick. Your banking and your ID is something he don't have to wait for. See, with the jab, it's like I don't feel safe with it, but everybody gonna want to have some kind of way to be in the financial world and get their finances, man. And that's how he's gonna do it. That's how he's gonna cause it all. Revelation 13, I just read it. He caused it all, and he's getting all his ducks in a row now. So he's gonna usher out the MOTB, and there's gonna be curtains for these niggas. It's going to be curtain for Esau's kingdom. So yeah, there you have it. Mandatory digital ID for banking policy goes into effect in Ethiopia. And it says that Ethiopians have until December 31st, 2026 to get on board. So they give it from now to December 31st, 2026. So basically a year. Well, yeah, a year. Because they said in January 1st, they said January 1st, 2026, they're going to want, they're going to be like making it, they're going to be like going more forward with it. And that's it. And that's a good thing. Call Lord YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI. This is great. This is great news. This is good stuff. And we need this to continue and more. And this is going to trickle out throughout all these countries, man. But, yeah, I just wanted to bring that out. And I read the scripture of the MOTB. And yeah, man, that's pretty much all she wrote. So you're gonna start seeing all this more biometric this, digital ID this, digital scanning, cashless this, cashless that, no more cash, scan this, scan that, barcode that. It's right here. That's what the Lord said. The day the Lord is. Matter of fact, we'll get that. Bear with me. Matter of fact, hold up. So they talking about all this 5-year plan stuff. Revelation 12 and 12. That's Revelation chapter 12, verse 12, and it reads, "Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you having great wrath, because he knoweth that he had but a short time." See, that cruel wrath goes with the congestion price. Hold up. Excuse me. The congestion price in New York City, they just skyrocketed the prices of all the bridges. Inflation, the price of food, all the price of rent, cost of living. He's basically about to destroy the dollar, and he's going to usher in this new currency, man. He's going to usher in the digital ID. So he's going to pick up everybody. This is how everybody's going to wrap up everybody. All the homeless people, all the poor people, low-income people, rich people, all that. He said both small and great, rich and poor. Hey, you got to have somebody that was homeless for years. They're going to come and get him and say, yo, look, yo, we got this new system. You could be part of it. And when everybody think, and that's what they're going to say, and they're going to start to say peace and safety even more. But then the sudden destruction shall come. Because at the end of the day, the war is not going to stop. The war is not going to stop at all, not one bit. Not at all. You got Trump talking about if the hostages aren't back, it's going to be all hell to break out in the Middle East. And that's 13 days from now when Trump gets inaugurated. 13 days. So, hey, you got so much stuff happening, man, you know? But I'm going to read that in the NLT as well. So this is Revelation chapter 12, verse 12 in the NLT. It reads, "Therefore rejoice, O heavens, and you who live in the heavens. Rejoice. But terror will come on the earth and the sea, for the devil has come down to you in great anger, knowing that he has a little time." See, he knows he has little time. Raise the prices on him, tighten up the squeeze. And as he tighten up the squeeze, he's going to say, you know what, we got this. You know what, people aren't able to pay. People aren't paying their bills. People aren't able to pay their bills. People aren't able to pay their taxes. Make everything digital. So then eventually, fast forward, you're going to have to get their microchip in you. And that's how he's going to say the problem solved. You ain't going to be no, that's what Elon Musk was talking about with the digital universal basic income. The poverty gap will being broken. Everybody being on the even playing field as far as wages, because everything's going to be digital. Ain't going to be no cash lying around. Ain't going to be no cash, no safe. Cash is going to be obsolete. And you see it, what? Digital banking. Mandatory digital banking in Ethiopia as we speak. As we speak. So, you know, with that, you know, Lord, when this is edifying, I'm going to give all praises to YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, Kakadash. Double honors to the apostles of Israel, a.k.a. the apostles of Great Millstone, and peace and love to all the Akim. Continue to preach the truth and all truth and sincerity. Shalom.